Are you searching for the best multi-tools? In this video, I'll share my top 6 best multi-tools recommendations, backed by personal experience and extensive research. For additional details and up-to-date pricing, please visit the links in the description below. Number 6. Gerber Gear Truss 17-in-1 Needle Nose Pliers Multi-Tool. This reasonable multi-tool from Gerber Adapt can serve as a solid sidekick for your day-to-day assignments. Amid testing, we found that it fit comfortably in our gasp pockets, making it a great choice to carry around for ordinary utilize. The apparatus moreover included a sheath that can be worn vertically or on a level plane on your belt. We found each of the apparatuses to be solid and compelling in our tests, especially the strong spring-loaded forceps, easy-to-use bottle opener, and sharp edges. When we utilized this instrument to cut through plastic, rope, wire, and other materials, we found that the blades, scissors, and wire cutters were sharp sufficient to proficiently total the assignment at hand. In a range to anticipate inadvertent harm, the apparatuses have a locking instrument that causes a little sum of resistance when opening. The instruments are discharged utilizing a thrust and slide button, which included an extra component of security. The component to open and near the multi-tool was smooth and basic to operate. We acknowledged the assortment of instruments, 17 add up to, counting the 4 diverse screwdriver heads. Whereas it contains most of the basic apparatuses required for regular utilize, it does need a corkscrew, so keep this in intellect if a corkscrew is one of your regularly utilized devices. Made of stainless steel, this multi-tool is strong but lightweight. The titanium-like wrap-up maintained a strategic distance from scratches amid our lab test, and none of the devices were harmed after we dropped it on a concrete floor. Why you ought to get it: the blades and saw are exceptionally sharp and successful at cutting wire or rope. Keep in intellect, it doesn't have a corkscrew. Number 5. Gerber Gear Dime 12-in-1 Mini Multi-Tool. This Gerber multi-tool is totally convenient and pocket-sized, so you can carry it with you to remain arranged for unforeseen errands. It indeed incorporates a cord ring to connect it to your keychain. It's prepared with 12 distinctive capacities, which is amazing given its compact and lightweight plan. It incorporates a straight-edge stainless steel cut edge, as well as a bundle opener for cutting and scoring plastic retail bundles. There are moreover forceps, wire cutters, 2 level head drivers, records, scissors, tweezers, and indeed a bottle opener. During testing, we enjoyed that the pincers were spring action, so they discharged with negligible exertion. Whereas the forceps were successful in our tests, they didn't have as much use as bigger adaptations due to the compact measure of the multi-tool. The thin plan and butterfly opening permitted for simple availability amid our tests, and we enjoyed that the bottle opener is open indeed when the multi-tool is closed. The rest of the devices stowed absent pleasantly, clearing out no sharp edges to jab or push us when we carried it in our pockets. Made with stainless steel, this multi-tool has a quality development that guarantees solidness. There was no harm or releasing of the instruments after we dropped it in our lab test. Why you ought to get it: it has 12 distinctive apparatuses and has a lightweight design. Keep in intellect, the little measure can make it troublesome to get use with the forceps. Number 4. Leatherman Skeletal 7-in-1 Lightweight, Minimalist Multi-Tool. This multi-tool has a shrewdly choice of devices that make an extraordinary companion on your another camping trip. The pocket-sized plan highlights a belt clip and a carabiner clip, which pairs as a bottle opener, so it can effectively join to a belt or camping pack. And if you need to proceed utilizing the multi-tool after your camping experience closes, it is still a valuable apparatus for regular errands. It's prepared with 7 devices, counting 2 sets of pincers, needle nose and standard, and replaceable bit driver, and 2 sorts of wire cutters. It too highlights 2 screwdriver tips, a Phillips head and flathead, and the additional tip is put away safely in the body of the apparatus. We preferred that this multi-tool has a 2-in-1 edge that is serrated on one side and smooth on the other. Amid testing, we found the edge to be sharp and simple to utilize right out of the box, indeed with one hand. The edge locking component snapped into put and was straightforward to discharge. In any case, the pincers were not spring action, so they were a bit more troublesome to open. This multi-tool has a valuable assortment of instruments, but it moreover benefits from a lightweight and moderate plan. There are a few set patterns along the body of the instrument that offer assistance make a smooth plan. This multi-tool is tough, much obliged to its stainless steel development, and it didn't endure any harm after our drop test. Why you ought to get it: it highlights a belt clip and carabiner so you can take it camping. Keep in intellect, the forceps may be troublesome for a few to open. Number 3. RAK Hammer Multi-Tool. This multi-tool plus hammer offers the solid tools you require to take care of trade, regardless of the errand at hand. The pound makes it an especially shrewd choice for home advancement jobs and DIY ventures. In expansion to the pound, this multi-tool highlights a few sharp edges, counting a saw, a serrated and a standard cut, and wire cutters. The wire cutters consistently cut through copper wire in our testing. Although it needs scissors, the other edges are adequate for most assignments. Other than its edges, this multi-tool has all of the essential apparatuses you require, counting a flathead and Phillips screwdriver, 2 sorts of forceps, a bottle opener, a prying claw, and more. The RAK multi-tool is on the expansive side for a multi-tool due to the expansion of the pound, but the estimate is idealized to store in your carport to avoid pulling out your whole instrument box. The estimate is moreover perfect for putting away in a car, but it comes with a carrying case and belt circle if you incline toward to carry it. During testing, we found it to be lightweight and versatile, particularly for the number of instruments included. Whereas the multi-tool was little sufficient to carry, it was as small as well huge to fit comfortably in our pockets. Each device demonstrated simple to open and near, and a security bolt made a difference to avoid coincidental damage in our tests. We thought the multi-tool felt secure to utilize since it had no sharp edges. The solidified stainless steel fabric guarantees the multi-tool is durable. After our drop test, the security bolt remained input, and none of the apparatuses were damaged. Why you ought to get it: the pound makes it valuable for on-the-go fixes. Keep in intellect, it may be as well huge to fit comfortably in a few gas pockets. Number 2. Leatherman Free P4 Multi-Tool. This Leatherman Free P4 is so effective, you can keep your toolbox in capacity for your another DIY venture. The included tools are versatile to numerous domestic improvement ventures, like portrait, carpentry, or electrical work. It has 2 sharp edges for sawing, a take cut edge for cutting or whittling, wire cutters and a wire stripper, a can and bottle opener, scissors, a wood/metal record, a few screwdrivers, and 2 sorts of forceps. The forceps had a firm grasp and a sharp cutting gadget that easily clipped plastic and wire in our testing lab. We found that each edge had a locking instrument that was basic to discharge when it was prepared for utilize. We moreover acknowledged that this multi-tool had fair the right sum of resistance to ensure from inadvertent cuts or jabs amid testing. We required 2 hands to open and near each apparatus, but the devices bolted safely into put once they were opened. We thought this multi-tool fit comfortably both in our pockets and in our hands. Although this show is on the bigger side for a stash multi-tool, it had a built-in belt clip and indeed comes with a belt strap pocket for comfortable carrying. Also, the stainless steel development makes this multi-tool exceptionally solid. It didn't have any scuffs or scratches after we dropped it on concrete, and each of the devices worked seamlessly. Why you ought to get it: it highlights 21 durable apparatuses in a compact frame. Keep in intellect, we required 2 hands to open and near it. Number 1. Leatherman Wave Plus 18-in-1 full-size, versatile multi-tool. The Leatherman Wave Plus multi-tool has each tool you require to get a work done, without any overabundance devices that would make it awkward to carry. It incorporates a normal cut, a serrated cut, spring-action scissors, and a saw to make speedy work of any cutting or sawing occupations on your list. It too has 2 sets of forceps, both needle nose and standard. If those apparatuses weren't as of now sufficient, it too incorporates a wire stripper, a bottle and can opener, a ruler, and different screwdriver sizes and conversely bit drivers. It's little and lightweight, sufficient to carry without compromising on vital highlights. This multi-tool seemed effortlessly fit in our pockets, but it too came with a nylon sheath to wear it on a belt. Amid our testing, we found that it might be opened with fair one hand, which made it simpler to utilize on the go. Be that as it may, certain apparatuses couldn't be opened unless we opened another instrument to begin with. Each edge had a locking instrument that was basic to discharge when we were prepared to utilize it. Security comes to begin with this multi-tool, as it has the right sum of resistance to secure clients from coincidental cuts or jabs. Constructed with high-quality steel, the multi-tool is built to final. Amid testing, the devices were tough and didn't endure any harm from our drop test on a concrete floor. The wire cutters are indeed replaceable, so the multi-tool ought to final for a long time to come. Why you ought to get it? It highlights 18 diverse devices, and there is a locking instrument on each blade. Keep in intellect, a few instruments couldn't be opened unless we opened another device to begin with.